Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mundy's Mill High School, site of the 2018 Region Tournament here for Jonesboro High School. I'm Bo McMichael with Score Sports. Glad to have everybody with us here tonight. Game one of hopefully 3 games for Jonesboro over the next 5 days, concluding on Saturday night around 7 o'clock. So it should be a fun game. Looking forward to it. It is the Forest Park Panthers into the take on the number 1 seed Jonesboro Cardinals here tonight. Got some great information out there. They just came up with the region awards for the 2018 season. Player of the Year, our very own number 1, Jamari Smith. Congratulations. First team, Jamari Mosley, number 32. Miles Blackman got the second team, and Brandon Walker got the third team. And congratulations, Mr. 300, Region Coach of the Year with an 18-7 record, Coach Dan Melman. Great job overall for the Cardinals, but it all starts now. This comes down to one of the, I can only imagine how much a basketball coach might not like these last 2 days, Tuesdays and Wednesday, because your whole season comes down to these two days, meaning that you need to win one game to get into state play, and that's what you're always going for, is the state championship. So we've already had everything else fall into place for the tournament. This is the last game of the really the 2-day tournament that's occurred. We just recently watched our opponent, who will play on Friday night if we're able to get past the Forest Park Panthers, where the Charles Drew Titans defeated the Mount Zion Bulldogs earlier this afternoon. And then watched the number 1 seed Lovejoy Lady Wildcats defeat the hometown here, Mundy's Mill Lady Tigers, which was a very close game within the first 2 quarters, which was nice to see from a competitive point. But very interesting, Forest Park Lady Panthers, who, based on my understanding, was either necessarily the 2 seed. They lost last night to Martin Luther King. The Lady Lions were able to upset Forest Park. So Forest Park will not be able to go to the dance, meaning the state playoffs. So that totally changes things up. Looks like we're going to get ready for some introductions here, so I'm going to hand it over to the PA announcer if they're doing those introductions, so we'll get started. Once again, glad to have everybody with us. I'm Bo McMichael with Score Sports. Do have a couple of updates from our roster perspective. 2 people are a scratch tonight for the Jonesboro Cardinals. One's out with the flu. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands, and that's Deshaun Ellaby. And then also number 13 or number 12, East. Well, they're not even going to do any announcements. Let's get this thing started. All right, here we go. Jump ball, jump ball. Whether we like it or not, they're getting started quick. 8 minutes on the clock. Jonesboro in the white, Forest Park in the nice maroon. No further ado, let's see what happens. Last game of the quarterfinals here at Mundy's Mill High School, the Region 2018 tournament. Jamari Smith, number 2, not number 1. I'm a goober. Alex Glass is number 1. They're going to get the Forest Park cheerleaders, asking them to move back. Slide it back. You just jump into the electric slide for them to get back. All the way back. Keep moving. Even the PA announcer jumped on that one. Jonesboro will be represented as the home team, as you can see on the scoreboard on the bottom left-hand side of the screen there. All right, Brandon Walker over to Mikos Lucas, who is our point guard for the night. Mikos is a senior out of Jonesboro. I'm going to do my best to keep up with the stats. We'll see where my brain is and how everything works across the board. Inside to Mosley. Gets in for the points. First 2 points of the night. I have been here for quite a while, getting ready for this game. This game was supposed to tip off at 8:30. It's about a 45-minute delay. Not too bad. Was able to drink some energy drink to get my energy level going. We had a 4 o'clock Mount Zion Lady Bulldogs and a 5:30 Mount Zion Men Bulldogs, who Score Sports films for. Both teams unfortunately took a loss, so they're out of the tournament altogether. Jonesboro got the ball on the turnover, and away we go. Jump shot, three-pointer, off the mark here for Walker early in the game. Trying to find a way to feed it inside. Foul on the play. Looks like it's going to be on Miles. Number 30 for Forest Park will go to the line to shoot 2. I spoke about Coach Melman. He's working on his 302 victory, and I know that he's just tired of listening to that, but hey, I can't say it enough. And because it's such a late night, hey, I definitely have a lot more viewership than we normally do, so that's good all by itself. Makes both of them. Tie ball game. Forest Park, Jonesboro, here in the last game of the quarterfinals. Out of bounds. Jamari, number 2, player of the year for the Cardinals, out of the region voting. Was not able to bring it in. This is always a nerve-wracking game, especially when you're the 1 seed playing the 8 seed, and you just hope that everything kind of is able to play itself through. You just want to make sure, we faced Forest Park twice already, recently at that. I mean, it was almost felt like right on top of each other. We just played them last week, if I'm not mistaken. And good defensive. He jumped on top of his back right there. That's the second team foul for Forest Park. Spot up 3 from Walker. Jamari was not able to get a putback, even though he crashed the boards right there. And away we go. Interception from Smith. Back out to Mikos to Walker. Great follow-up from Mosley. Basket's good for 2. Takes an early 2-point lead here in the first quarter. But he's got to get back, hold the round. Unable to do that. Getting back to the points, you got to be able to get past this game to get to the next and so forth. But you can get past this game, you at least knowing that you're making it to the state playoffs. That's why these Tuesday and Wednesday matchups are so important. If Jonesboro's able to get past jump shot, rattles out, able to remain control of the ball here for Jonesboro. Mr. Smith called bank and it went in for 2. But being such a late night, everybody's joining us in tonight, which I'm glad to have everybody here. Just turn the volume down, don't turn it up. And enjoy watching some Jonesboro basketball here. We've got 3 more games remaining in the telecast till we have to go off the air because of state playoffs. And I'm already jinxing us thinking we're going to the state. Put back. Forest Park's going toe-to-toe, basket to basket. As I was talking about, we have 2 players, Deshaun Ellerby, who was a starting point guard here for Jonesboro, out with the flu bug. Probably won't be back with us until Monday, meaning the start of the state playoffs, if we're able to get past Forest Park here tonight. In the histories of the number 1 seed losing to the 8/9 seed, it has happened. I've seen it myself. It's one of those gut-wrenching games where you're like, nothing can go right for the 1 seed, and the 9/8 seed is ready to play. Being the late game like this, you got to get that energy level going and hoping that everything works out. Looks like Dakota coming into the game with Jermaine Smith. Don't you love when you were trying to think about what you were going to do and it finally hit me? That's what I was trying to remember what I was looking up. Jonesboro's Region 4 out of the 6A. So hopefully I'll have some information once we get past the first round here against Forest Park, who our opponent could be next week, but I won't jinx us and start talking about that anytime soon. It's a tie ball game here. A minute into our minute through the halfway point. We're at 3-minute mark here in the first quarter. I'm Bo McMichael with Score Sports. And to play a team 3 times, everybody begins to know each other. Oh, he definitely walked. definitely walked. All right, we're doing some adjustments down there to get things started back. Right at the 2.5-minute mark here in the first quarter remains. It's been somewhat of a quiet shooting performance for both sides. Possibly first lead to the charge. We'll see that on a replay here. Let's see if we had it hit it enough time to be able to do that. Nice dish. Was able to get his feet flat. Good job, Jermaine Smith. Back to live action we go. Smith, he's going to walk on that one. Trying to write down my numbers. Keep up right now. Jamari Mosley leads with two baskets. Are they going to call a foul on that? Or some type of personal foul. That's what I get when I'm writing things down. It's slowed down to a dime. Makes the first one. Takes a 1-point lead on free throw wise. Great job on Jamari. Makes both of them. It's always nice when we can start off hitting it from the line, the stripe, the Isthmus of Panama. Miko's top of the key, trying to find a way to get it down to either Jermaine Smith or Jamari Mosley. Or Jamari Smith. Mosley's out of the game. Sorry about that. Step up jumper. Oh, good. Both people. Good job on Jamari. 6 points for the night so far. Jermaine. Dakota with the steal and Jermaine with the basket. Timeout, Forest Park. Everybody's going to try to take a breather right now, make sure they're still in the game. With that, we'll take a moment and thank our sponsors, especially for everything they've done for Jonesboro over these past 2017-2018 season.
We would like to thank our sponsors, Stevens and McRae Mechanical, Natural Enclosures, the Chick-fil-A, the Dwarf House off of Terra Boulevard, Southside Realtors, Pounds Property Management, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Advanced Chiropractic of Conyers. Thank you for doing everything you can for Jonesboro basketball.
coming out of timeout. Score 12-6. It was 6-6 there for a second, and then boom, it busted up very quickly to a 6-point runoff by Jonesboro. I went to show that, but I'll go back and show this one. Jamari tried to get back, unable. Got the Forest Park crowd up and ready to go. I thought I was going to show Jamari's slam, and in fact, he slammed it so quick nobody could get back, and they tossed it back down the court. Smith in an and one factor. Makes it 14-9 here, remaining minute left in the first quarter. I'm Bo McMichael with Score Sports. Glad to have you with us tonight. Quarterfinals here at Mundy's Mill High School, Region 4 6A basketball tournament 2018. Want to call it a charge? What we call it? No, all right. They were trying to think about what they wanted to call. I had to let the ref finish his movements before I could even think about hitting the instant replay, so I backed off of it. If we survive this game, we will play the late night game Friday night, roughly 8:30, 8:45, 9:30. Same location. Looks like we'll be playing against Charles Drew, the Titans. They run a fast-paced offense. And if I was even to foreshadow even further, we get past that, even Coach Melman gets upset when I start doing that. And we'll be looking at that as well. Looks like we're going to get a little press. They got broken fairly quick. Try to do a behind the back spin. Slow it down. Nope, they're going to decide not to. Spot up three, and it's good for Miles. First three-pointer of the night for Mr. Black. Good defense. Definitely Waffle Housing them right now. Covered, chunked, and smothered from a defensive perspective. 18-11. 5 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. I'm Bo McMichael with Score Sports at Mundy's Mill. Tournament at time here. We'll be here for 3 straight nights, hopefully. All right, they're not going to get that ball back in time. No foul, no call. All right, end of the first quarter. 18-11. 8 minutes on the clock. A real good, sharp end of the first quarter for the Cardinals. When you think overall of what you would like to see happen, you know, it's nice to see Jonesboro attack defensively, and this is going to be a long haul over the next 3 days. Very important games, let alone everybody's going to play. Everybody's going to get that opportunity to go. I mean, right now you got Jamari Smith leading with a total of 10 points out of the 18, followed by a three-pointer from Miles. And 4 points from Mosley, and 1 point or 2 points from Smith. Now, granted, that's more than 18, so I got to go back and check my scores here. All right, away we go. Start of the second quarter. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wherever you're at, let's sit there and enjoy some basketball. Little pressure right there. Strip of the ball from Dakota. Walker followed it up. Not able to get it up on the glass. They're probably going to call a foul. Everybody in the stands wants to, Walker with the spot up three. Good. Net it is. Both him and Miles both Walk moved that pivot. That defense is attacking tonight. Jump ball. We're on the opposite side. They're going to say Jonesboro basketball. I can't necessarily who's got the possession here. It's 21-11. We have jumped out to a 10-point lead, and I tell you, seconds ago it was 6-6. Mikos trying to find some movement outside. Rockets it to Dakota. Oh, nice ball movement. Hey, great job. That was a team effort right there. Going to call a kickball. They'll reset it. We're low here on the stand, so when the gentleman popped up like that, nobody be afraid there's not giants in the building. They're just people right next to us in the stands. Still trying to figure out how I want to adjust to this when it gets close to the region finals here. No foul. Oh, we're going to call the charge finally. It was late. See if they, it took forever. Mosley was able to plant his foot. You didn't know who was going to do it, but he came in with the knee. And away we go. Right around the 2-minute mark here, passed in the second quarter. Walker, another spot up three. Good. That's his second of the night. Like to see when he gets warm. Maybe we can give him an NBA jam. He's on fire. He is definitely warming up with 2 straight three-pointers. Great effort from Forest Park when able to take the baseline, use the glass, and get the basket. 26-13 here in the second quarter. Region 4 6A state tournament. Spot up three for Forest Park, way off the mark, more of a pass. They're definitely going to call a foul on that. He got hacky sacked. That is going to be Jonesboro's 4th team foul. Forest Park's already has 6 team fouls. So next one, Jonesboro will be shooting from the line. They'll be in the bonus. Smith and Glass into the game. See you later, Miko and Jamari Smith. Take a breather. Get some Gatorade. Small hot dog. Maybe some Raisinets. Free throw line. Second shot. Good. Be fun to call a basketball game with soccer. I've been listening to them getting them ready for the Five Stripes, starting their preseason action, and I'm not a soccer person, but it'd be fun. Every time they shot a basket and made it, you yelled out, "Goal!" All right, here we go, Alex. Mr. Dribble. Walker down the lane, unable to use the glass to get the ball in. They can call jump early on that. That's not letting them play through like that. Very interesting. So if you want to watch some good basketball, I believe the 5:30 matchup on Friday will be very nice to watch Stevenson and Tucker play. And then you turn around and watch Lovejoy and Stevenson girls play. Base against Jonesboro. And then you're going to hopefully see Jonesboro play Charles Drew. The early game looks like it's going to be the 4 o'clock game. If I'm not mistaken, it would be, I'm trying to use my brain here of who's left. It would be the Tucker girls versus MLK. That should be the matchup that takes place then. The Tucker girls against the Lady Lions of Martin Luther King at 4. So the only games left to be decided is who's Charles Drew's opponent. Is it going to be the Forest Park Panthers or your very own Jonesboro Cardinals? Alex working on a dribbling session into Mosley. Bounced off of Mosley, out of bounds. 10-point lead for the Cardinals. I think everybody was looking at that ball trying to figure out now it's going to be out on Forest Park finally. Jermaine slapped it. He's like, is that ball out? No, it's not. You can tell both of them were trying to figure that information out. Got to clean off that wet mark. The ref took care of it with his shoes. Great job, Mr. Referee. On Friday night, going to bring some different camera angles. Going to try some things. Got some new equipment that come in. Going to try to give you a view from above the goal. Is one of our views. We'll see how much we like it or dislike it. First part of the game. Everybody has their own little thought process of how that play should have called out. Give you a little sights and sounds of the game here right at the 4:30 mark here in the second quarter. Good dish to Jermaine. Passed over from Dakota and missed it. And we're talking about an interesting group outside, a bunch of speedsters. Going to call a foul on Walker. Not able to get his feet flat, or feet. Landed on the ground and jumped up and left his feet, and that was it, or his fleet. I'm working on some of my English skills are kicking in a little bit at 9:42 in the Wednesday hour. Region tournament week's always interesting. Everybody's been playing everywhere this week. Very happy, though, that we're in Clayton County this year. Last year we were at Tucker. That's a little bit longer drive for me. And I know my environment much better here than I do in DeKalb somewhat. Ooh, that was loud and noisy. They were trying to get Mikos in and unsuccessful. So Alex will take it up. Leads the team at point. Scoring from my end, keeping up with score, has gone by the wayside. Deeply apologize for that lack of effort on my end. Felt like he walked a little bit and took out two Forest Park players, and then he slipped, fell down himself. Don't know if there's a lot of slipping around here on the floor, but we're seeing people constantly stumble over each other. Was appreciative of the Monday's Meal hospitality room tonight. Had me a nice sandwich and a bag of chips. Can't argue with that. By no means. Free food is a wonderful thing. Round the horn we go. Closing in on the 3-minute mark. Pass it back out to Mosley. Mikos is trying to push in. We're going to call a walk. Started with that pivot foot, and that Mr. Ref was just waiting for that other foot to lift up. And he's like, yep, Mr. Smith, we're going to get you there, Jermaine. At halftime, ooh, good interception from Mikos. Pass over to Smith. makes it back from his walking debut to get a basket. Third basket of the night for Smith. Another turnover for Forest Park, and that's really been what their downfall. I say that, and then we turn the ball over. Good defense from Mikos, but nobody wanted to get back. Forest Park's going to call a timeout. They drew in within 9. You know, I was like to saying that the turning point was a little different here. That Forest Park was turning the ball over, and then boom, Jonesboro did the same thing. So it's always how you finish the game at this point. One thing nice about Monday's Mill, they always put the minute on the clock so you know how much time's left before your timeout ends. Have a steady viewership tonight. Appreciate you tuning in with us, especially in Ohio. That whole northeast area, even the Midwest, look like they got a little bit of snow going on. Not for us. We got rain. If y'all were witness to that here in Clayton County and Henry County, whew, it rained. I saw 4 cats and 2 dogs. It was raining that bad last night. Mikos takes it up, 3-minute mark. Check McCheckersons. Walker was on fire with 2 3-pointers, and he hadn't had another opportunity to shoot that. He had not. Yes, I said that correctly. Good job, English grammar. Into Mosley. Try to push it in. You know, when he goes up, man, he brings everything he can. As soon as he dished it in from Mikos, Mikos popped it into Mosley. He went straight up with it, trying to get it. Instead, he'll go to the line to shoot 2. 28-19 is your score. I'd like to thank my filmer tonight, Keith Austin. No related to Steve Austin. No relation. I kept looking to see maybe what he was related to Steve Austin, but nope, not the case. No stone cold relatives here. Makes the first. Mosley's trying for a twofer. Off the, hit that back iron right there. Popped it forward. 29-19, 10-point lead here for the Cardinals. Once again, this is the 3rd time Forest Park and Jonesboro has squared off against each other. Each time, Jonesboro has won in a decisive manner against the Panthers. But with 2 minutes left to go here in the second quarter, very proud of Forest Park and their efforts. Every game in this region tournament is going to be tough. Nothing's going to be a walkthrough by no means. Even a 10-point lead can definitely vanish very quickly. Heavy defense. What are they going to call here? They're calling a walk. Mosley was set up for the charge, and before he could even get to the charge, they called a walk. There was a walk. He traveled and got caught. 2 minutes till halftime. We'll step away at halftime. It's a 10-minute half. They do play a lot of music, so I'll turn off the volume, but I'll keep up on the scoreboard so you can tune in and find out when they're going to join back. I'm liking what I'm seeing right now from the Cardinals. Turnover. Good effort from Forest Park right there, diving for the ball. That's a poster shot. I can remember in my English class back in 10th grade seeing a picture of Mr. Larry Bird diving for a ball, talking about effort. It's always nice to see. Number 24 for Jonesboro's end of the game. This is his first, we're going to call it, looks like possibly he can't run out of bounds. Maybe he could. New rules. We're just making them up as we go. That confused me. Coach Melman's doing a good job with his hands in his pocket routine. Not going to get frustrated early here in the region tournament. This is a nice gym. They're doing some major construction out here on 54. So I'll be glad to step away from this gym eventually. Out of bounds. Jonesboro's basketball. These last 90 seconds seem to be going on a little bit longer than I'd like. Everybody's in the bonus. Everybody has achieved the 7+ fouls that it takes to get us into the bonus. So away we go. Anybody gets fouled, we're going to the line. Miko's looking for something. Pop-up J. Jumper's good. They're going to call a foul on Mikos. Forest Park go to the line to shoot 2. That was a great jumper from Mikos. Not a lot of shooting from him based on the point guard position. The distributing of the ball is his forefront or forte. If you haven't giggled and laughed a little bit, if you're a Kevin Hart fan, go on YouTube and watch him next to Fletcher Cox. Fletcher is sitting in the chair, and Kevin Hart barely is above him, and he looks like he could fit inside of Fletcher's pocket. And this happened right after the Super Bowl, for those people that know what I'm talking about. If not, Google Kevin Hart Super Bowl and get a good laugh. It was quite entertaining. I love people that are excited about their ball club. They had to call some type of foul, but like Crumley, number 23 for Jonesboro, going to be the foul on that one. Like I said, feels like the last minute of the first half is taking quite a while. They're going to be able to get it here if they're able to get both baskets in on this free throw. Oh, missed it. Rebound, Crumley. Foul. These refs are getting whistle happy. Everybody needs to slow down on the whistles. But I have been part of games where they have been in the bonus in the first quarter with 3 minutes left to go. So with 46 seconds left to go in the second quarter, I'll take a little whistle happy. Great job, Crumley. With the first basket, number 23 drains it. Can you really drain a free throw? I'd say yes. I believe you could drain a free throw. Second free throw attempt. Good, makes both of them. Doing a little press and working on their defense. Trying to make sure Forest Parks makes a mistake. Will Walker take it all himself? Yes, takes it all the way to himself. Not able to push it through the glass. Get it above the rim. Will go to the line to shoot 2. They had a 3-on-1, and he did not pass it off. Wish he would have done. I'd have handled behind the back pass. That would have been a nice way to go right behind his back. Over to the trailer from the left side would have been nice. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Possibly looking to bring me in an additional announcer on Saturday for the region championship. We'll see how crazy we get. Crazy and kooky, they say. Forest Park might hold this for the last shot of the first half. Only down by 13. Great effort from Forest Park. Jonesboro has definitely been picking up the defensive intensity. But Forest Park's done a great job shooting. Deep 3. Air ball. Get you. Oh! At least he didn't take out the Jonesboro cheerleader. That clock ran a little bit longer. Didn't like that. 0.5 seconds doesn't really allow you to do anything. Mr. Referee is waving. .5. No good. All right, we're going into halftime, 34-21. Stay with us. Don't go away. We'll be right back after halftime. I'm Bo McMichael with Score Sports. Thank you so much. Here's a word from our sponsor.
We would like to thank our sponsors, Stevens and McCrae Mechanical, Natural Enclosures, the Chick-fil-A, the Dwarf House off of Terra Boulevard, Southside Realtors, Pounds Property Management, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Advanced Chiropractic of Conyers. Thank you for doing everything you can for Jonesboro basketball.
Welcome back to Mundy's Mill High School. Start of the third quarter, Jonesboro up 34-21. I'm Bo McMichael with Score Sports. Glad to have you with us here late Wednesday night. Sitting right around the 10 o'clock hour, if I'm not mistaken. 10:04 on the clock. 16 minutes left altogether. Hopefully we'll get home before midnight. Tuck myself to bed. Jonesboro with the basket, or with the ball. And away we go. Had a little bit of music come through. Sorry about that. Hopefully it won't copyright infringe that. Hey, great job. Let's watch that again. Let's turn around, being able to dish it inside. Something like had that conversation at halftime. Use the glass, go to the line, shoot an and one. Great way to start the second half. Makes his basket, and 3 more points to his total tonight. Great job, Mr. Mosley. Miko Lucas, number 0 for Jonesboro. And at point guard, we got Brandon Walker, Miles Black, Jamari Smith, Jamari Mosley. Rebound Smith, and away we go. Had Walker all alone outside on that three-point range. He was, great. Got bopped in the face. Possible foul, negated. Crashing the board, steals it away. Walker has the lead. Loses his handle. Going back the other way we go. Pop it out to three-point land. Unable to get it. Going to call over the back. No, going to call the foul on Mikos. That it looks like possibly his third foul of the evening. Second foul. Rebound in. If you've been able to not get the sick bug, congratulations. Dish it into Walker. Use the backboard. Great job on his end. Increases the lead to 17 here early in the third quarter. Jonesboro in white, Forest Park in maroon and yellow. Quarterfinal game, last game of the 8 games over the past 2 days here at Mundy's Mill. It's been an onslaught. Everybody will take some time off tomorrow before we get back to action again for 8 more games in 2 days as well. Deep three from Miles, it's good. Increase the lead to 21. Forest Park's going to take a breather. With that, we're going to take a breather. Take a word from our sponsors. I'm Bo McMichael with Score Sports, and we'll be right back.
We would like to thank our sponsors, Stevens and McCrae Mechanical, Natural Enclosures, the Chick-fil-A, the Dwarf House off of Terra Boulevard, Southside Realtors, Pounds Property Management, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Advanced Chiropractic of Conyers. Thank you for doing everything you can for Jonesboro basketball.
right, back to action. Live play, 21-point lead here in the third quarter. We came out firing after halftime, which makes everybody kind of breathe a sigh of relief. Forest Park did a great job early in the first and even in the second quarter to keep it within a 10-point shooting range. Start stretching it to 20 points. Everybody begins to kind of push their shot here for Forest Park, which is going to change the complexity of the game. Good rebound off the mark. He did get grabbed a little bit. Jermaine was trying to pass it over to Mikos and unable to do that. Mosley's out of the game with a slight facial injury based on the contact he occurred with the Forest Park player. Start of the third quarter. Jump shot from number 14 from Forest Park is good. 19 is the lead. Glad we could have everybody join us here tonight. Hopefully we'll be back again roughly around 9 o'clock. My guess is on Friday. If I had unlimited data, I'd probably show up and film the Tucker-Stevenson game and the Lovejoy-Stevenson game. Deep three, just because it would be a lot of fun to air those games. Necessarily can't pull that off on such a short notice. But we'll see what I can do for the finals. Right now it looks like it's a possible Lady, if I'm a guesser, Lady Wildcat versus Lady Tigers. And it should be a Jonesboro Cardinal versus the Stevenson Jaguars, if I'm a prognosticator. But I will say that Friday's matchups leave a lot open. Good effort from Jamari. Able to get the basket in. 23 points is the lead so far here. Going to the halfway mark very closely here left in the third quarter. I'm Bo McMichael with Score Sports, bringing you live Jonesboro basketball. Round one of the quarterfinals, Region 4 6A out of Mundy's Mill High School. Another steal for Jonesboro, and away we go. Good dish from Mikos. He's coming into his own here the latter part of the season. Sent some stuff away from a couple of those players get looked at. All those seniors having an opportunity. Jamari Smith signed with the School Queens out of North Carolina. It'd be wonderful to follow up on his journey. If you have an opportunity, check in on MJ Walker out of Florida State, former Jonesboro four-year letterman. Helped lead the Cardinals to 3 state championship appearances, winning 2 of them. Mikos taking it all the way down. I think he was more surprised that it was that. Walker was spot up 3. Almost 3 for the night, just still sitting at the 2 number. Out of bounds, going back the other way. Everybody looks like they're probably heading to bed. Getting a little tired themselves. It's been a long night here at Mundy's Mill High School. Jonesboro fans are still staying intact, ready to go. We're definitely going to hopefully bring some other additional angles to you on Friday night and Saturday, possibly right near the goal, an aerial view. We can see what it looks like coming from the other side, possibly just being able to move things around for you. Trying to push. Away they go. Nice. Nice give and go from Dakota to Walker. That is the futuristic Cardinals right now. We're going to have, looks like a walk. No. Charge. He's pushing in a little bit. Going the other way. That's only the third team foul for, or second team foul for Forest Park. First for Jonesboro here. 2 minutes and some change left to go in the third quarter, which is nice. Want to congratulate the Player of the Year out of Region 4-6A, Jamari Smith. Great accolades for being awarded this honor, leading us into this region tournament. They'll have an all-tournament team and so forth, but for the region, for the regular season, that's a great job. First team, Mr. Mosley, Jamari Mosley. Second team, Miles Black. Third team, Brandon Walker. Coach of the Year with an 18-7 record, 15-1 region play overall, Coach Dan Melman. Crumley will go to the line to shoot. Looks like a technical foul against Forest Park. Money, they call him Money. Crumley, number 23, makes the first one. Misses the second one because I jinxed him. If you haven't gotten on the kick of watching This Is Us, hold firm. Don't do it. Just read the cliff notes. That's how I'm handling it right now. Everybody in this world wants to talk about that show, and I'm not watching it. I'm just listening to everybody tell me about it. I feel like I've already heard and watched the story several times over. And back to action we go. Crumley, great move. Around the world he goes, not able to get it. Mama was pretty excited about that sitting next to us. Out of bounds, Forest Park basketball, 2 minutes and some change remaining. Here in the third quarter, we're coming close to the end of the third, getting ready for the fourth. Thank you for hanging with us here. All the way from Ohio down here to Georgia, and hopefully down to Florida as well. Tuning in and watching a little bit of Jonesboro basketball. 51-26. A comfortable lead here for the Cardinals. Young group on the ground. We got Alex Glass. We got Dakota. And we got Crumley. And if I have my scorecard out, I could tell you who 24 and 15 is great movement. But you can tell where Coach wants to give everybody a breather, getting ready for the long haul of Friday and Saturday. Friday's going to be a speed work. Drew runs the ball very fast up and down the court. They pretty much took care of Mount Zion early and held on for a push late in the fourth quarter by Mount Zion. The matchup at 5:30 on Friday will be the one that I'll contemplate coming to watch, and that's the Tucker-Stevenson matchup. With the, good steal from Forest Park. He was able to pick Dakota's pocket. Dakota was able to rebound on way to go with Alex. Out to number 24. Able to follow it through with a rebound or with a layup. Minute remains here, 53-26. I'll go ahead and find who that number 24 is that's eclipsing my brain. Driving through the lane. Going to get fouled. Go to the line to shoot two. Oh, Mr. Thomas. Yeah, sorry about that. He's a sophomore. Number 24 and number 15, Mr. Rogers. That's who joined us. I had to pull up my cheat sheet. Did not have it out in front of me. (26:53). Here's your score. Only 5 total fouls here in the third quarter. Combine for both teams, which is nice. Rebound, Crumley. Looking for Rogers. Glass going to pass it off to Rogers. Went through his fingertips. There's young guys playing right now, and that's good. It's good effort. You got to get back on your heels here. Remaining 30 seconds. Forest Park's going to push in no matter what. They're young as well. Nobody wants to see their season come to an end, so they're going to fight it all the way to the end of the remaining time left here in the ball game. If everything holds firm, we'll be back on Friday night around 9 o'clock airtime for the Jonesboro-Charles Drew matchup here at Mundy's Mill High School. Get your popcorn, turn on your HD, enjoy a little bit of basketball action. It's not our whistles are going here. We're still just in the third quarter, and I've got about a 45-minute ride home. Not able to make the first. Try the second. Feel like the referees are just letting him work on foul shots at this point. Goodness gracious, we could be here for a while. Could you please stop fouling me? Just hold up. Let the quarter come to a close so everybody can take a breather. As we come to a close, we will have a opportunity to thank our sponsors one last time. Start of the fourth quarter. You know, we really do appreciate everything that our sponsors have done for us this year. And I know just doing a commercial and having the ads, but I mean, it's nice to know the effort they give. Over Dakota, out to Rogers. Nice spin on the backboard to give it 2 points, 55-29. Got a comfortable 26-point lead here in the third quarter. No, he left without the ball, out of bounds. Still 3 seconds left to go on the clock. We're going to get a deep pass down the court. We'll see if our cameraman, Stone Cold Keith Austin, can bring it home for us here in the third quarter. Deep pass to Dakota. Oh, intercepted. Forest Park up with a shot. Oh, no good. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 55-29. Start of the fourth. 8 minutes on the clock. Here's a word from our sponsors.
We would like to thank our sponsors, Stevens and McCrae Mechanical, Natural Enclosures, the Chick-fil-A, the Dwarf House off of Terra Boulevard, Southside Realtors, Pounds Property Management, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Advanced Chiropractic of Conyers. Thank you for doing everything you can for Jonesboro basketball.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the start of the fourth quarter. Your score, Jonesboro Cardinals 55, Forest Park Panthers 29. I don't want to see a comeback. I don't want to have anything to do with that type of comeback. Let's end this game out within 8 minutes, and let's get ready for the semifinals on Friday night versus the Charles Drew Titans up there in Riverdale, Georgia, near the Southern Crescent, Southern Regional Hospital. Looking forward to that game on Friday. I'm Bo McMichael with Score Sports, bringing you some Jonesboro action on a Wednesday evening, late. 10:22 is the clock. Deep three, off the rim. I'm begging them to stop fouling. Every time I'm thinking that they're just going to play through here, they continue to foul. Everybody looks like they're going to call it a night here. Start heading towards the doors. Except for me and Stone Cold, we're going to sit here for the remaining part of the game. Whether we love it, like it, we want to bring you the best basketball action we can as Forest Park goes to the line to shoot another free throw. All right. 25-point lead for Jonesboro. The 4 o'clock game on Friday will be the Tucker Tigers, Lady Tigers versus the MLK Lady Lions. Oh, bad pass. Intercepted. No foul. He did everything in his power to get up there. Good effort on Forest Park's point to intercept that pass. The 5:30 matchup is the Stevenson Jaguars versus the Tucker Tigers. Great job on Crumley's part. Good 2-point basket. This is definitely a young group out there. The only senior is Alex Glass. Three-pointer. Forest Park's good. Leads down to 22. At the 7 o'clock game on Friday, you're going to see Lovejoy Lady Wildcats versus the Jaguars. Lady Jaguars is Stevenson. And then looks like our matchup will be against the Titans of Drew. Should be very interesting for all those 8 teams that will be participating. All have punched their ticket to the state. If we're able to finish through here with a 25-point lead, and looks like we're just trading baskets right now. And it says a lot of effort from all 8 of these teams, 4 girls and 4 boys, to be able to do that throughout the whole entire season and to be able to punch their ticket. Great effort. Probably the surprise ticket puncher of the evening would have to go to the MLK Lady Lions for them taking down the Forest Park Lady Panthers last night. That seemed to be somewhat of a shocker, and we almost had another shocker with Monday's Mill boys literally upsetting the Tucker Tigers, but they were not able to close it out in overtime. Forest Park still on the line. They're doing some sub-changing. Got a lot of commotion going up here. Everybody's giggling and laughing. It's always nice when your team wins, but I think there's maybe less than 50 people in here right now. Looks like the starters for Jonesboro are back on the court with Jamari, Mosley, and Smith, Mikos, as well as Walker and Miles. See how long they play here in the fourth quarter before Coach hands it over to the young bunch. Mikos driving the lane, great effort. He's beginning to feel himself, ladies and gentlemen. He's beginning to see what he can do vision-wise and be able to slow himself down as he drives to the lane. Rebound, Miko. Dish out to Miles, 3. Net's good. Lead increases. You had 4 Cardinals chasing down 1 Panther. I'm going to call a walk. Going back the other way. Charge going the other way. Great job on Mosley's point. Back in the day when I was a little kid and we'd be at ball games, they always had the coaches out there with their brooms and the mops, being able to dry everything off. I can remember that even to the point of, watching the players, even in the NBA and college, you have kids waiting by the goals to clean down the floor. That's kind of changed as time went on. Somebody wiping up somebody else's sweat, we kind of pass on that concept. Ooh, nice slam. See, we have an opportunity. I had to kick out. Sorry. Got to get ready back for action play. Thought I was going to be able to show it. Unable to do it. Deep 3. Answered. A slam for a 3. 67-43. And they are actually, everybody's just switching baskets right now. Holding the ball, hold the ball, hold the ball. Dish over to Walker, no good. Takes it back out. Great job, Brandon. Look for the steal, like the effort. Got a little carpet burn, board burn on that part. Walker looks like he's going to take it up. Mosley playing pitch man. 69-45. We are definitely throwing some points out there tonight. Even Forest Park, like I said, they've done a great job shooting tonight. Another dish from Walker. He's having a great game here tonight against Forest Park. Deep three. Mikos down the line, back over to Walker. Another spot up three. Rebound, great effort. Just banging the boards. Banging the boards. 73-45. 3 and some change left. Oh, this is going to get nasty very quick. Let's go ahead and see if we can get that in a little slow motion action. Yep, we got it. Nice. They called a timeout. That allowed us to hit to it. Great effort across the board for the Cardinals. So it looks like everything's going to hold serve here for the Cardinals. 30-point lead in the third quarter, or in the fourth quarter. Heading to play Charles Drew in the semifinals of the Region 4 6A Region Tournament 2018. Sometimes it's a disadvantage when we're so low here. Anybody stands up and gets in our way. We don't have that opportunity to be above over the heads. I will contemplate bringing an aerial view with us on Saturday for the finals. I'll contemplate and tell you if I'm able to come up with one or not. Around the river bend, spot up three, no good. The Young Pups are in. I'm going to call a charge, going the other way. He's able to hold his ground, get his feet, run straight into it. Once again, sorry for those people being in the way. Doing our best to hopefully give them the chance to move on. But just one of those things happen. Spot up, good. The way we go. Got a little quiet here, sorry about that. Trying to adjust to certain people being in the way. Back the other way we go. Now we're just kind of playing through the clock here. Once again, glad everybody could join us here. Spot up jumper good for Forest Park. Good effort across their board. They'll end out the season. Got their victory against Martin Luther King on Monday. Was able to play the 1 seed here tonight. and made a game of it for the first 2 quarters, I'd like to say. I mean, definitely the first quarter, quarter and a half, felt like it was a good ball game across the board for both teams. Jonesboro started pulling away at the end of the second quarter, and by the third quarter, really increased the margin to the point that Forest Park ran out of gas. Jonesboro's doing a great job having 2 separate teams coming in and out. Right now, the younger groups out there, and it looks like they'll finish the game here for the Cardinals. We'll be back live into play on Friday night, 8:30. Great running jumper. Lobbed it in, bricked off the back of the backboard and rattled the rim in. Away we go. Dish in to Jermaine Smith. Good. 90 seconds remaining here in the ball game. Jonesboro looks like they will advance to the semifinals. Congratulations, Jonesboro. Coach Melman, like we caught a cramp, doing a little sweating action. It's always one of those things. Gotta work it out. Either that or he hurt his shin. We'll see what happened at this point. Coach Melman's bringing the pickle juice out with our trainer. I'm guessing that's what it is. Get a little swig action. He just got a cramp. For anybody that's had cramps like that, I like to get mine around 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm laying in the bed. Nothing better than a good leg cramp that gets you jumping out of the bed very quickly. To a standstill we come with a minute 18 remaining, 77-51. Great job, Jonesboro. Miko's been running up and down the court all game. Hasn't come out barely any, with Deshaun Ellerby being out with the flu bug and won't be back until Monday. Coach was really working him. Alex Glass was the only other person to sub him in. And you can tell that that's what that was. Good old-fashioned cramp. He's going to be a tired little puppy dog come Thursday morning. We'll finish out this remaining minute 18 left to go in the ball game. Glad to have everybody with us. People that have stayed with us to the very end, thank you so much. Glad we can bring you another game on Friday. Not that I was worried, but hey, I have seen things happen. Stranger things in my life. Upsets can occur. Deep pass. Over to Rogers. He missed it. And he's trying to pass it over to Crumbly. Dakota gets a hand in the face, but going to get a three-pointer nonetheless. Won't call a trip foul. Go to the line to shoot 2. 1 minute remaining in the game. It has come to a standstill a little bit here in the fourth quarter. 10:36 on the PM. You're acting like we're high-class people shooting basketball games at 10 o'clock at night on a school night. We're rebels without a clue. Makes the first one. Great job there, Rogers. Misses the second. Gets off the back of the iron. Closing in to the final minute here. The goal is not to foul. I'll repeat, the goal is not to foul. Jermaine Smith in the game with Dakota, Rogers, and Thomas. Good look. Good look from Rogers to Dakota. Future of Jonesboro basketball right there in front of us. Nice to see that. Deep three. Rimmed out. 30 seconds and some change remaining. Everybody's going to get in our way here, so we're just going to take a deep breath. What's going to happen is that I'm going to probably bring my big instrument so people won't get in our way on Friday. I'll be fighting that tenfold because I really don't like bringing that big instrument. But this gentleman that wants to stand up the whole remaining part of the thing, killing me. He all 5'2" wants to be right there in the way, acting like he's 7 feet tall. I'm Bo McMichael. This is Score Sports. 80-54 is going to end the game here at Mundy's Mill High School. We advance to the semifinals, playing Charles Drew, 8:30 on Friday night. Take care. Be safe. Tell somebody that you care about that you love them. Until Friday.